Hi everyone, Koitani Koitano here, the internet's laziest fashion nerd, and it's time for a review of the new Kiko Kostadinov Menswear Autumn Winter 2021 season 00112021 Somnium. This is the latest season from Bulgarian-born, United Kingdom-based Ascendant designer Kiko Kostadinov. I wasn't really sure what to expect coming back from a relatively lackluster Spring-Summer 2021 collection, which was self-dubbed the Pandemic Collection by Kostadinov himself. He, along with likely every designer in some capacity, undoubtedly faced adversity during the production of the Spring-Summer 2021 collection due to the novel coronavirus, as well as his involvement in a broader range of projects. However, Kiko returned with an unusually large season for the generally elusive designer, with photos of 90 total menswear looks being released as styling references alongside the 30 used for the main fashion show as well as the show notes, all of which can be viewed directly on the Kiko Kostadinov website. In this latest project, Kiko revisits the concept of hauntology, which he defines as the ghostly return of elements from the past, specifically including elements such as the Marxist theory, music, cultural memory, and retrofuturism. He applies this concept to his work in fashion, and although he states that his designs exist as a construct of myriad non-linear references, specifically mentions two works of literature as his sources of inspiration: Christopher Priest's A Dream of Wessex, released in 1977, and Patience Gray's Honey from a Weed, released in 1986. Kiko himself has stated that he prefers to use unknown and cryptic references as a way to bring new ideas and research to the table.
Because the way I've been taught through St. Martin's for the past 6-7 years is always to find new references that are almost unknown to someone else. So that's how you validate your work, by presenting it to the tutors, or you need to come with a new ideas, new research, create your own research. So we've been doing that for the past we've been doing that for every collection, but...
This translates to his clothing, in which his goal is to create clothing that does not already exist, only wanting to contribute new, original, and imaginative work to the vast expanse of clothes that already exist.
The way I design is primarily for me, because I buy a lot of clothes, I have a lot of clothes, and I respect clothes, and everything we do is, or everything I do is, okay, do I have that? Do I need to make it? Do I have that in my wardrobe? Do I have this trouser in my wardrobe? I have maybe 250 trousers at home, and there's different cuts, and so it's like, okay, looking at everything, and how can you make something that I don't, essentially, how can I build myself a wardrobe that I don't already have? And if I hit a point where I'm like, okay, actually this exists, I can go and buy it from someone else, then we don't make it.
Okay.
And that's really how we work at the studio for my collection. And if we hit a point where like, oh, actually there's someone that is making the things that we really, really want to wear, then we'll stop, because there's no point making them. I'll just work for someone else only, and not waste my time and people around me working hard for these collections. Especially there's so much shit out there, so I mean it's I don't know, it's quite funny. My work is driven by what is bad and what's not good. So I think
yeah, fair enough.
I mean it's true. It's not like, okay, what is someone else doing? Let's do something similar so it can fit in that.
No, that's true. There's no point in doing that.
No.
Visually, Kiko has set up his own idea of a virtual reality by setting the show in his interpretation of a purgatory. He stripped bare the elements of art or cinematic direction and left only a few structures, which he refers to as vertical sleeping pods. The season's video was shot in a brown and purple room, with the models performing a loop in a small area to walk, given about 5 steps to walk forward. Occasionally, the video shifts to other angles, such as an angle with a close-up of the footwear, or the model's fitting board, with Kiko himself making various appearances throughout the video. On the website, there are 3 options for music, all 3 being very slow and harrowing loops of music. The first one is a higher pitch in addition to what appears to sound like a long, drawn-out breath. second and third are far more disorienting, with what is basically just noise with very little differences in pitch. Throughout the show, Kiko employs colors that are unique, that are traditionally uncommonly styled together, generally styling away from single-colored outfits.
Again, I wanted to move away from being just like a one-color looks, which we did for the past 2 seasons where you got that uniform look. So it was more moving into, how do you almost create this color that don't really work together.
In this latest autumn-winter 2021 season, he opts for a coastal winter color palette, refusing to use stock colors and instead specifically employing various unique shades of colors within generic blues, browns, reds, and yellows in order to match his references exactly. He contrasts these colors with colors found in hothouses, heated buildings that are created in order to grow tropical plants in areas with normally colder climates, inspired by the extraterrestrial range of colors found in Ikebana, the Japanese art of flower arrangement. This can further be seen by the various floral pins, prints, and petal-shaped eyelets throughout his garments. Kiko delicately juxtaposes aggressive paneling, the deconstruction of raw edges, sharp check patterns, tweeds, and cottons with the softness of delicate dressmaking, genderless folk costumes, floral prints, gentle knits, and fine silks, to continue his interpretation of the modern uniform. Garments that Kiko envisions can be as pragmatic for labor as for rest. Although Kiko prefers not to put a label on his work and states specifically that he does not carry anything over from season to season,
because each season we start from scratch. So for example, we don't do any carryovers, and this season is finished now. Next season is essentially starting from nothing.
Throughout his projects has consistently created clothing involving strong polarizations with formality, bucolic, and utilitarian themes. Kiko enjoys making clothing with designs that allow people to misjudge you, enjoying indeterminable clothing in which people struggle to determine whether the clothes are expensive, whether they're cheap, whether you're homeless, whether you're rich. In this latest season, Kiko continues to expand on his footwear. To no surprise, Kiko has continued his relationship and collaboration with long-term partner ASICS, being the first designer who was allowed to change the models of their performance footwear. Kiko continues to release models that he directly collaborates on, as well as other models that his team works on that are released under ASICS. It's notable enough that he has specifically stated that he does not want the shoes to be called a collaboration unless it has the Kiko Kostadinov branding on the box. Preceding the official release of the Autumn-Winter 2021 season, Kiko also released a highly limited 3-way collaboration with ASICS and BRAINDEAD, releasing a mismatched pair of shoes in which Kiko designed the right shoe and BRAINDEAD designed the left shoe. However, on the runway, a multitude of different and new footwear silhouettes directly from the Kiko Kostadinov label were displayed, including a range of contemporary Velcro sneakers and tall, rugged, protective boots in various colorways. Despite the wide range of new footwear silhouettes released, the footwear itself was overall generic, and Kiko himself has stated that he's still developing his mainline footwear collections to slowly be incorporated into his seasons without clashing with the clothing. Some of my personal favorite looks include look 4. I really love the color combination of brown and red, and the Dorset knit vest looks really interesting with all its details. Look 5 contains the same top as look 4, this time styled over a long sleeve shirt with contrasting details on the collar. The shirt is rolled up at the sleeves to reveal arm warmers, along with a beautiful ivory floral pin attached to the sleeveless vest, which can be seen throughout the collection. The whole look is kind of brought together by this beautiful wraparound skirt, the MOYLITA skirt, a menswear trend that I've been seeing growing in popularity that I'm definitely a fan of. Look 9 is another great look with a simple brown ribbed zip-up sweater with details at the hem, arm warmers, brown trousers, and beautiful knee-high boots. My absolute favorite look is look 18, which features 2 of my favorite pieces from the collection, the MAIDEN PEACOAT and the FREDERICK trouser. I think the burgundy peacoat looks absolutely gorgeous. It's got a great color, a great shape, great details, and it pairs perfectly with the light blue floral patterned trousers, which are my personal favorite piece of the collection. In summary, I think that Kiko remains to be one of my favorite designers because his work allows consumers such as myself to create newfound or at least rediscover old appreciations for things that we would otherwise normally ignore. Kiko himself maintains a low profile and keeps a small, close-knit team with him, even employing both his mother and his father to help with his projects. And I think that his collections, at least as of now, maintain a very personal and non-corporate feel that allows him to stay true to his vision and his style. Although I personally feel that Kiko has failed to reach some of the high peaks that he set for himself in previous seasons, that's honestly more of a testament to his older work as opposed to a knock on this season, and nonetheless I'm feeling a light to decent 7 on this project. Transition! Have you given this season your decision? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best, you're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like, please subscribe and please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Over here next to my head is another video you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Koitani Koitano, Kiko Kostadinov Autumn Winter 2021 Menswear, Somnium, Forever.
People always ask me, oh, are you happy? Are you enjoying it? And I'm frank, I don't enjoy it, I'm not happy because...
No, I didn't say that.
No, but if I see it in 6 months, like for example, if I see what we achieve in 12 months, yeah, I'm happy.
Okay, I see
In terms
what you
of
mean.
the way you don't judge a collection straight after that because you just want to move on, you want to let it go, but you can't really let it go because you spend so much time on it. But I think if you ask, I don't know, maybe Philo or whoever, if you ask them, are you enjoying it? I'm not sure if they're going to be like, yeah, I'm having so much fun, having those meetings every day with 100 people, you know, it's...
Yeah.
But I think if she looks back in the 5 years, what she achieved, I'm sure she'll be happy. So I think it's more like looking back than kind of judging the moment. So it's, for me, it's, yeah, let's see in the next, how we're going to escalate in the next 12 months and the 12 months after.